All right, let's get started here. We're going to go straight into correlation for this. So before we get into all the hows and whats and how do you draw it, how do you pair them and all that stuff, let's get into the core basics of the correlation. Let's get you a proper introduction so that there is no confusion on how it's supposed to be done. So a couple things that you have to monitor for correlation. Correlation consists of grouping the pairs that have the same symbol. For example, euro is here, and here's again euro, again euro, again euro, again euro, but it's euro against something else, euro against something else, euro against something else. So what correlation actually does is if you're watching the news and there is an announcement regarding the euro, and then the world across the board starts dumping the euro, you'll actually see it here on your charts that all the euros are moving together. And if they're moving together, you know the world's focus is on euro. And that becomes an eye for us. It's that extra edge that the average person does not know because they're constantly focused on looking at a single pair at a time. But this is like a bird's eye view. So imagine you're the hawk in the sky and you see everything that's happening below. Okay, so what we're doing here is giving you the ability to step away from the news and actually have the same information that the news may give, but more detailed here, because news may say one thing and the markets usually go the other way. Okay, I'm sure you've noticed that by now. But price won't be wrong. Price will never lie, right? The chart's there. You can't fake that. It's already there. So when you see prices rising across the board everywhere, then you're like, okay, well, it looks like euro is rising. Or if you see prices dropping across the board, you see euros dropping. So correlation consists of, I like to look at it based on 6 or 7 pairs. So here's the currencies that are important. We have the euro, that's important. We have the dollar, that's important. We have the Canadian dollar. We have the Japanese yen. We have the pound, we have the New Zealand dollar, we have the Aussie dollar, and we also have the Swiss franc. Okay, these are the major currency pairs of the world. This is the major pairs I personally like to watch. Haven't been watching Swiss franc so much lately, but it's there. I'm going to be bringing it back anyways. Okay, so correlation works on pairs that show you similar symptoms. Okay, so for example, if you notice on this last wave here, markets are going up, 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 up. Here on EuroCAD, last wave, markets are going up, 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 up. Euro Yen, last wave, markets are going up, up, up. Euro Pound, last wave, markets were going up, up. Euro New Zealand, same thing. Euro Aussie, same thing. However, in the long spectrum, the charts look a little bit different. This looks like it's coming in from an uptrend, so does Euro Aussie, but Euro Yen looks like it might be in a range, and Euro USD looks like maybe it's an overall downtrend. Okay, so it is correlated recently, okay, towards this day here, but it wasn't correlated earlier. Okay, so correlation will help you look into that. And don't worry, the questions of, well, how far back do I need to look if it's too recent? We're going to go over all of that stuff. We're going to cover all of that stuff in detail. But as the core basics, correlation consists of 6 to 7 currencies. You want to pair them up together. So I paired up euro amongst these 6 pairs to get a bird's eye view. Is euro an interesting pair for the world? And when I say the world, I'm not talking about retail traders. When I say the world, I'm talking about our banks and institutions and hedge funds and all this stuff. Are they looking to dump or buy euros? And if they do, I don't participate yet. I'm just curious to see what's happening. Okay? That information already is the key, because that's where the money is flowing. And if the money is flowing there, the pot is bigger, and if the pot is bigger, it becomes easier to take from it. Okay? So keep that in mind. And so correlation is that hidden analysis. Okay? So that's the basics for it. Now let's go on to the next video.